as Mr. Callahan says, the rabbit trail is the point. So as I said, I'm not really worried if we don't cover every discussion point, because I know we won't actually. So the point of rabbit trails or the Digressio is that everything is connected. So if God made this world and God made us, he made our brains, he made the grass outside, and he made Plato, and he made Aristotle, and he made Aquinas. All of these things are meant to connect. Louis L'Amour is relevant to Twilight, or at least they can interact with each other even if you never read those. You know, the concept of anything should connect to anything because God actually made all of it. And so I think the Digressio really helps you to understand that. So as you work through rabbit trails, or you go on rabbit trails and go on the Digressio, you are experiencing the world as God meant it to be. God didn't mean us to compartmentalize. We aren't, as Mr. Callahan would say, we ain't no stinking Gnostics. We don't see things separate. It's the body and soul aren't separate from each other. Math and science aren't separate from each other. Math and philosophy actually have deep connections and historic connections to each other. So anytime you go on little rabbit trails and connect things to other things, I think it's actually shaping our perspective on how we even view the world. I'm actually continually amazed. My fiance is a professor at another school, and he taught my class with me one class because he happened to be in town, so we were talking about Aristotle and Plato. It was super fun because he got to interact with them, and he was so impressed by the connections that they made, that their ability to see how Plato that they were reading was really relevant to what they were reading in their logic class, or I think some of them were taking Latin, or they made references to music or other things like that, movies that they were watching. So it doesn't even have to be that you're making connections between highbrow type things. It's not that type of connections, is that literally everything is connected. So anyway, I think having those rabbit trails actually establishes that perspective on the world.